Salve a tutti, siamo qui nel nuovo episodio di GreedFall. Allora, si era completato la missione. A questo punto si può andare a parlare col capitano. Allora, eccolo qui. Questo è il tavolo da lavoro. Ok, qui cosa abbiamo? Perfetto. Allora, qua giù ci dovrebbero essere dei nemici. Eccoli lì. Vieni qua. Dai giù. Avete finito? Ok. Perfetto. Eccolo qua. Perfetto. Allora, qui se mi ricordo bene, su questa zona qui ci dovrebbe essere il mercante. Allora, eccolo qua.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Chiedi maggiori istruzioni.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Chiedi degli altri
Why don't we go and
mercati.
solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Ed eccole qui. Vedete le opzioni. Carisma. Se all'inizio avevo scelto carisma, qui avrei avuto il 75% di possibilità di avere successo. In questa maniera avevo solo il 50%. Intuito richiede un punto. Eccolo qui, corrompilo. Facendo questo io intuito usato con successo. Soltanto usando intuito avrei avuto questa opzione. In questa maniera evito il combattimento e prendo reputazione dalle guardie del
And
conio.
what would I have to do in exchange? If I give you the merchandise, my master will still demand the price you're supposed to pay me.
Not if you were robbed. By pure chance. I mean, it could happen to anyone. What if the guards leave a little extra bonus in your pocket as you look away? And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, some of my men break in and collect their merchandise. You'll just have to make a devastated, the dastardly boldness of them face in front of your master, and we're done.
And the bonus will be how much?
Well, you won't be retiring with it.
Oh, all right. Done. I'm with you. As soon as I've received my bonus, my eyes will grow weary-like.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards. The guard has already been taken once by your promises.
Well, you can't hold it against me for trying. Very well. Call for your men to come.
You're certainly honoring your new title.
Eccola qui, reputazione più 1, guardia
The
del conio.
quartermaster must be expecting us.
Informa il quartier-maestro della caserma. Ok, e noi andiamo a informarlo. Allora, mettiamo un attimo la mappa. Allora, eccola qua. Se avessi usato carisma e non avrei avuto successo, ci sarebbe stato un combattimento e avrei perso reputazione. In questa maniera invece, con intuito, ti dà questa opzione in più, se no non l'avresti, e ti fa completare la missione senza combattimento. Parlo con l'intendente.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost
Ok,
impatience.
trovo un modo di portare il carico alle isole Terfrade. Perfetto. Allora, c'è nulla qua. Una gelatina per vedere.
It's blocked.
Ok, va bene. Allora andiamo a parlare con il capitano. Eccoci al porto. Allora, parliamo con lui.
Lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning.
Scopri dove trovare Constantine.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure, like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Ok, allora qui ci darà delle missioni. A proposito del mozzo. Quanto l'ho visto per
When
l'ultima
did you see
volta?
your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Ha dei conoscenti a
Does the boy
Serene?
know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Allora, quando l'ha visto, chi sono i suoi amici più fidati?
This Jonas. Does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Ok, chiedi dell'assenza di
You haven't heard anything
Constantine.
about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Allora, chiedi degli eretici.
Have you seen anyone wandering about?
Questa è la missione data del
Maybe
cardinale.
clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler. Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Allora, evita di parlare troppo, parli apertamente. Io gli voglio parlare
A
apertamente
couple of heretics are planning on leaving
perché
Serene.
devo conquistare
The
la sua
ambassador
fiducia.
of Ptolemy has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We of course refused entry. Only the Norts have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Ok, chiede aiuto con la merce.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a
Ecco la
half-crazed
missione
bridge
che
troll.
va avanti.
He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurd. At least we tried.
Commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Allora, chiedi di, e qui c'è sempre l'informazione. Abbiamo conosciuto anche i Nauti, che sarebbe fondamentalmente la fazione che domina tutti i mari, quindi tutte quelle che comandano le barche. Ok, per il momento siamo a posto così, vai
Be
via.
back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people.
Perfetto.
smuggler, the sailor.
Ora abbiamo
He's
diverse
a
missioni
captain, Kurt,
secondarie che
like
abbiamo
yourself.
sbloccato.
And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Prendiamo anche queste. Allora, ma per prima cosa bisogna andare a fare allora la missione principale, la grande partenza. Scopri dove trovare Constantine. Perfetto. Cosa abbiamo qua giù? Qua fate vedere. Ok. Oh, anche qui. Va bene, prendiamo. Vedete che c'è molto dialogo anche. Questo, come vi dicevo prima, è banco usa tavolo da lavoro. Eccoci qui. Qui fondamentalmente noi possiamo creare e potenziare le nostre armi, avendo artigianato 1, oppure se si fa alchimia, allora facendo alchimia, eccolo qui, vedete, scienza, richiesto scienza di livello 2, di livello 2. Anche se noi abbiamo gli ingredienti non si può fare perché non abbiamo il punto su scienza. Allora, qui mi verrebbe di fare questo ferro grezzo. Eccolo qua. Perfetto. Perché noi abbiamo quei guanti particolari che ci dà il punto su artigianato. Completare le missioni in modi differenti, va bene, quello vi ho fatto vedere prima. Allora, parliamo un attimo con l'oste.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Chiedegli di
I'm
Constantine.
looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Allora, cedi 25 monete, oppure ripara danni, tasselli di metallo 2 su 4. Allora bisogna ancora fare,
That's not a small sum.
ho bisogno di
I need to
rifletterci.
think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
Calma, eh.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Allora, mi servono i tasselli. Ecco la merce.
The furniture
Esamina.
is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Allora, mi servono ancora dei tasselli. Per fare i tasselli mi serve il ferro grezzo, che mi sembra era qui. Perfetto.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Ok.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
Allora, chiedi. Qui come sempre c'è sempre le informazioni.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Ok. Perfetto. Ops. Così abbiamo evitato di pagare. E ora andremo a liberare il nostro cugino. Allora. Volendo uno poteva pagare 25 monete e la missione si sarebbe comunque svolta uguale,
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Ok, libera Constantine. Allora. Vediamo tutto. Qua c'è nulla. Allora.
It's blocked.
Qui è bloccato. Scienza, preparato per danni alimentari. Qui se sarà preso l'attributo scienza ci sarebbe avuto la possibilità di distruggere questa porta. Noi non l'abbiamo al momento scienza, quindi non possiamo passare da qui. Vedete, in base proprio a come viene dato l'attributo cambiano poi anche il modo come fare le missioni. E veramente questo è quello che vi dicevo dell'occhio nell'episodio passato. Allora, guardiamo un po' se si riesce a fare qualche uccisione. Quanto ce n'è qui?
To my help! And death to the others!
Oh, mortellate, ti prendo. Ok, quante ce n'è rimaste? 2? Preso. Lasciamelo a me, Kurt. E va bene. Perfetto, abbiamo ucciso. Oddio, fioretto smussato. Poi dopo... No, ho sbagliato, scusate. Prendi tutto, ok. Allora, qui abbiamo preso tutto, ogni cosa, quindi si può entrare dentro. Constantine, vedete di sopra, c'è la freccina che dà sopra. Vediamo se ci fosse nulla da prendere. Qui di sotto si andava dove c'era quel muro da distruggere con scienza. Quindi sembra c'è qualche cosa, ma non si poteva prendere perché non ci sapeva scassinamento, mi sembra. Allora, vediamo un po'. Qui c'è nulla, c'è niente. Ecco. Ah no, va bene. Si può prendere tutto.
Locked.
Ah, ecco, vedete, scassinamento livello 1. Non si può entrare perché non ci sa l'abilità di scassinamento. Allora. Perfetto. Allora guardiamo un po'. Qua non c'è nulla. Qui è da dove siamo entrati. Ok. Eccolo qua le scale, va bene, passiamo da qua. Scassinamento. Oh, eccola. Chiave della cella. Oh, che fa?
Well,
Ok,
this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to.
e abbiamo liberato il
Island
nostro
to
cugino.
govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you, I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Equipaggiamento dei compagni. Va bene. Allora mettiamo Constantine.
Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now
E
that
gli
we
si
stand
dà il suo
boldly alongside
versetto.
the brave Kurt, let's give them their
Ok.
money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your
Perfetto.
cousin have already
Allora, guardiamo se era preso tutto qui. No, che c'era
What a
qua.
shame. I would have loved to have seen that.
Monete
We've nothing
d'oro,
left to do then
ok.
than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Ah, qui ci si era stati di già prima. Ok, allora a questo punto saremo pronti per partire. Però ci sono le missioni secondarie ancora da completare. Allora, si può riuscire da qua. Ok. Perfetto, continuiamo a prendere roba. Ora abbiamo anche Constantine nel gruppo. Volendo a questo punto si potrebbe concludere, diciamo, la parte riferita all'avventura in questa città e partire per l'isola. Però siccome c'è un paio di missioni secondarie ancora, quella del mozzo e quella degli eretici, prima volevo fare anche quelle. Allora, per prima cosa ora si andrà a fare quella del mozzo. Se vi ricordate ci aveva detto di parlare con due persone. Allora, dovrebbero essere qua, eccole qua.
The hiding place of this swamp is filthy.
Ok,
Perhaps we'll discover.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
allora, chiedi del mozzo. Chiedi quando è stata l'ultima volta
When
che
did
l'ha
you last see
visto.
him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Chiedi delle sue
What does
abitudini.
Jonas do in his free time? When you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Chiede ai suoi amici.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Aveva dei
Do you
nemici?
think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Chiedi del capitano
What do
Vasco.
you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I
Va
need to be
via.
going.
Perfetto.
Farewell.
Allora, qui raccogli. Diario, perfetto. Qui ci dovrebbe essere. Eccola qui, camisaccio. Questo è molto importante. Poi capirete il perché. Ora andiamo a parlare con l'altro. Eccolo qua giù.
Good day,
Okay.
sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Chiedi del mozzo. Chiedi cosa sa.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Chiedi che stato d'animo era il mozzo.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Chiedi dei
Why
reclutatori.
would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Ok,
Thank you,
vai
Larry.
via.
I need to be going.
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it.
Perfetto.
We need to lift the
Allora,
veil
abbiamo
on this.
parlato anche con loro. A questo punto, missioni secondarie. Allora, sparizione tra i nauti. Eccoci qua. Allora, il fuoco. Ok, andiamo a parlare allora. torniamo qui dall'oste.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
A proposito del molso, chiedi dei rapimenti.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Parla del possibile
Someone
testimone.
told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need
Va
to be
via.
off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Andiamo allora a parlare con questa persona.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Chiede che sia successo.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Chiede che sia successo.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins.
Ok, è quello che mi ha
if you catch my
raccontato prima.
drift. They
And after that?
It just so
Perfetto.
happened. And I think I might well have... I wouldn't have thought that...
Allora,
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
chiede più
Who
informazioni.
was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game.
Ok,
Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea.
come mai hanno
But what would any
rapito un
wealthy
semplice
merchant
mozzo?
gain from holding a penniless child?
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make you good company.
Messo. Eccola qua la porta.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Ok, andiamo a parlare con la signora allora.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Nostro figlio. Quindi il mozzo era loro figlio?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Chiede perché i nauti avrebbero preso suo figlio.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing
Scopri
story.
di più
The
sui
Nauts
contratti
wouldn't
dei
be the
nauti.
first to recruit through dubious means.
Ok, quindi abbiamo capito che era suo figlio ed è stato preso per mezzo di un contratto. Allora, vedete che anche le missioni secondarie comunque hanno un buon risvolto di trama. Perfetto.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Allora, andiamo a scoprire dove lo tengono ora. Allora, si dovrebbe andare a parlare, mi sembra, col capitano. Eccolo qua giù.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Indaga su Madame.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Allora abbiamo capito il motivo. Scopri dove è detenuto Jodas. Va bene, vai
Be
via.
back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us?
In pratica i genitori l'hanno venduto per un contratto e ora se lo vogliono riprendere.
Implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
Chiedi dei contratti.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time
Quindi
to time,
vendono
the
bambini in
congregation has
cambio
passed such a call,
di
and
servizi.
certain noble families had to give their
Complimenti.
children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a
Okay.
few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge
Allora
about
avete
it.
capito che tra
That could be of use to us.
che storia un po' intricata abbiamo a che fare, quindi ora bisogna andare a scoprire dove tengono.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to
Sì,
wait
voi
here at the
aspettate ancora è
merchandise.
presto per la
You're
vostra
going to have to
missione.
wait.
Prima devo liberare
We
il
need to
muzzo.
find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Prima devo liberare il mozzo, poi farò anche voi. Allora, perfetto. Però io penso che a questo punto siamo a posto così per questo episodio e direi di concludere qui. C'è stata poca azione e molte chiacchiere, però l'inizio è questo. Ops, un attimo. Ma ci sono depredo. Perfetto. Ok, e nel prossimo episodio andremo a liberare il mozzo. Detto questo, salve a tutti!